Hello world, how you guys doing? My name is Dr. Casual Pitts and I'm your host, one of your hosts for Mayhem and May. Listen, we are talking about an amazing topic. This is one of my favorite topics because I love, or let's say it like this, I have to be organized. That's right. The topic for today is stay organized. So I'm going to give my synopsis of what staying organized means before we bring up our amazing speaker on today. So the best small business management tip I can give is to stay organized to a fault. Your mode of organization doesn't matter as much as actually being organized. Start right away and keep it up. Make the spreadsheets, file the papers, use the online management systems, or hire it out. Whatever you do, organize everything. And I promise you will be glad that you did. But listen, don't just take my word for it. Don't just give my 2 cents. I would love to introduce my 2 hosts that you guys relatively know, right? 2 familiar faces, Mr. Jonathan McFarland and Sharia Williams. So Miss Sharia, when you hear this particular topic, stay organized, introduce yourself and then tell us what it means to you.
Absolutely. So I am the beautiful and the incomparable Sharia Williams. And to me, well, first of all, welcome to Mayhem and May again. Man, we're just doing a daggone thing this month, and I'm so excited. We are moving and we're rolling right along. And so thank you, Dr. Pitts, for giving me the mic at this time. So stay organized. It is so essential. It is so important when it comes to every single area of your life and definitely your business. If you want to keep that money rolling in, if you want to just keep business and keep doing what you do best, you have to learn how to basically just follow steps, follow order, and use all the tools that you can get your hands on from management systems, as Dr. Pitts stated, to hiring out, to getting help. So that's where I'm at in my life. I need an assistant, y'all, so I could stay organized. It is not my forte. It is not, one of my strong suits. And sometimes it's so important to know what you're good at and what you're not so good at. And so nonetheless, I'm not going to go ahead and just tell you my take on what staying organized means to me. I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic to my brother, Mr. Jonathan McFarland. He's going to give you his take on what he believes staying organized means in business.
Mayhem and May, what's going on? What's happening? It's your boy, Jonathan McFarland. Listen, I'm going to get straight to it. Staying organized. Hey, I'm going to take something from the great Dr. Lee and Drumline. If you're early, you're on time. But if you're on time, you're late. But the only way to be early to be on time is to be organized. For an example, if you leave early to deal with traffic, it won't be as stressful if you leave on time. Because if you leave on time, then something might happen and you're going to be late. So what I'm saying is if you are organized with yourself, regardless what comes your way, you'll know how to handle it because you're at a better pace. You have a better mindset. Everything's a lot easier versus, doing things at the spare minute or even just doing things late. You're going to be stressed out because if something strange just happens, just something crazy, because you never know how your day is going to go. Then, by being organized and being, having everything lined up the way that you need to so that your day goes throughout the day a lot better, your day is great. But if you're not organized, you're going to have a little struggle. But I ain't going to take the shine. I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic back to my brother, Dr. Casual Pitts.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Jonathan, and thank you, Sharia, for just giving us, your insight on what staying organized means to you. However, I am not your speaker tonight. We have an amazing speaker that will be blessing us today on this virtual Mayhem in May. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the one and only Miss Diamond. Ma'am, the floor is yours. We are your students and you are the teacher. The floor is yours, ma'am.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mayhem in May. I am here today and I got my red on and I didn't know that I was going to be in alignment with the Mayhem in May logo. So that's amazing. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to stay organized in business. So I'm a businesswoman. My name is Diamond Williams. I own Monet and More, which is a sustainable fashion business. I also provide excellent hairstyling services, amongst of a whole lot of other things that we can get into later. But no matter what business you have, these 11 tips will help you to stay organized. They're pretty much very general tips. Like Casual said, no matter the way you go about staying organized, you just need to get organized, you know? So no matter what type of app you use or, you know, the outsources resources that I will provide today, we need to stay organized. So I'm gonna get into my PowerPoint. I have a PowerPoint presentation to share with you guys. So we're gonna get right into it. Okay, so yes, like I said, this is 11 ways to stay organized in business, presented by myself, Diamond Monet Williams. So the first way that I believe you can stay organized in business is to set goals. We all know that setting goals can help us stay focused, productive, and yes, that's right, organized. When we set specific goals with steps, and we're able to organize our time and organize our work into more manageable tasks. I wanted to highlight the fact that we need to be setting SMART goals. We all know what a SMART goal is, and if we don't, it's right here on the screen. So that's a goal that is specific, that's measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. It's very important to have SMART goals within a business. This helps you to stay in alignment with and organized on what your mission statement is for your business and what you want to produce in the upcoming future. Number 2 would be tracking your progress. So while we're setting these goals, we want to make sure we're achieving these goals, and tracking our progress can help us stay organized with our business overall and the vision that we see for ourselves in the near future. So tracking your progress can also help you find out the areas that you're most productive in, and it can help you to be highlight those areas, and also help you to highlight the areas where you're not as productive in, so that you can implement specific tools that will help you to be more productive and to be more organized. I think it's very important for us to track our progress as well by setting specific times of our day to complete our tasks and to log in the time that we work. So me as an entrepreneur, I don't have a clock in and clock out. I'm not a 9 to 5 type of girl. We know that we gave up that 9 to 5 lifestyle to live a 24-hour lifestyle, basically, in this way. But I can allot specific times in my day to help me stay focused and stay organized in business overall. So tracking your progress is very excellent with it. The next one would be using an agenda. Now, using an agenda is probably one of my favorite ways to stay organized mentally when it comes to the things that are on my brain. If anybody know me, they know I have a timer and alarm set for everything that I need to do because I be forgetting things. So using an agenda is a great way, an excellent tool to help you elevate your work organization and productivity. This strategy is going to be very helpful when you have meetings, like the meeting I have today to see you guys. When you have different events going on, like pop-up shops, when you have networking events, when you have, like me and my fashion business, have certain fashion collections coming out. Agendas help me with scheduling my clients when I have to do their hair. So I personally have an agenda I have multiple agendas. So I have an agenda for my personal life because I'm also a mom as well. So, I got to stay organized. I have a lot of things going on, a lot of great things that's going on, and organization is very, very important. So I have agenda that I use personally for my business specifically, an agenda that I use specifically for different areas of my business. So like I say, I do fashion, I do hair. So I have a specific agenda just for fashion and just for hair, things like that. I use certain apps. One of the apps that I use for my digital agenda is the Agenda app, and you can find that at the Apple Store. But I like to go old school and write things down. It helps me out a lot. Another way to stay organized, it goes along pretty much hand in hand with your agenda, but it's basically creating your to-do list. So, your to-do lists are very simple, but they're very, very highly effective when it comes to being productive and organized. It helps you to organize your work based on urgency, so you can, put what's at the top of the list at the top and what's at the bottom. The way I create my to-do list, I do them for the overall week, and because I create my own schedule and I'm a free spirited flowing person, and I do it weekly because it helps me to say, okay, I know on Tuesday, because it's this Tuesday, I want to work on my fashion designs. And I know on Wednesday, I want to work on shipping orders. And I know on Thursday, I want to work on my social media presence. So creating to-do lists for the week, specifically for me, it helps me out. But you can create your to-do list daily, every day. And this approach will definitely help you to be organized. And within your to-do list, you should think of ways to organize that to-do list. So a lot of times I would jot 20 things down that I have to do, and then go back and organize it into different categories so that it won't be so overwhelming to me and it'll be easy for me to execute. So apps, I'm a digital girl, halfway a digital girl. So I'm going to be telling you guys some apps that you can use today to help with these different approaches for organization. So I create to-do lists on the Structure app, and also the Reminder app on your iPhone is really good to-do lists as well. Practicing accountability. I know this is like, what? How does that help stay organized? Well, this helps you stay organized really in a grand way, because first, I believe that everyone should have an accountability partner, and they should have or accountability coworker, someone that works with you or someone that is close near you and shares your vision and your goals, and it's going to help you to be accountable with maintaining your business and growing your business. This is going to help you stay organized and focused at the task at hand and the goals that you previously set. Also, reflecting on your to-do list. So this is you taking accountability for yourself specifically. Reflecting on your to-do list helps you to evaluate your progress towards your goals, and it helps you to identify areas on which you need to improve. This helps you in your business majorly. If you can find the areas that you need to improve, then you on your way to your $1 billion, We're trying to get from being small businesses to being those big $1 billion empires. I don't like to say I'm a small business. I'm a big business, okay? And practicing accountability absolutely helps me to maintain that growth within my business structure. So it's really, really good. Another step that would really help as well is limiting distractions. This is like number one. Even though it's somewhere on the list, like all of them could be number one at a certain time in your life during your business structure, depending on what you want to do. But limiting distractions is very, 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 very good for helping you to stay organized within your business. Blocking off specific times for work, play, and family is very, very essential. Like I said previously, I am a mother and I stay at home with my baby. So I'm a mother, I'm an educator. I homeschool my child at this time. So I have to be organized when it comes to teaching him, playing with him, giving him the time that's necessary for him, and also being organized when it comes to doing my work, though that specific time that I blocked out for work, and that specific time that I block out for myself as well. So you always need to be work ready when you're going to work. So like I mentioned before, setting out those specific block of time where you go to work, you need to be work ready, meaning that you have to keep your workspace organized and straightforward, meaning that you shouldn't have any clutter or junk on your desk, anything that's going to distract you from the task at hand, that's going to distract you from being organized. And this is very, very important. Limit your time spent on your phone, especially on social media. Of course, we do a lot of business on our phone, so we are on our phone a lot of times out of the day. But what I've done for myself specifically is that iPhone has a timer where you can set times of when you use the app. So say, I can say I only want to use Facebook for a total of 1 hour for 24 hours in a day. And so I can set that specific restriction on the Facebook app, on the Instagram app, TikTok, whatever, in order for me to limit my time on those social media apps, because we all know social media is a huge distraction, especially in this day and age. And it will totally get us off of being organized, totally get us off of being on track, and that will not help us get to where we want to be in business. So definitely limit distractions. Also, what I would say to incorporate, like I mentioned earlier, incorporate a timer. This helps me specifically with organization because, like I said before, I'm very troubled. I don't know what it is, but I'm very troubled at remembering things. So me putting a timer in my phone helps me to say, okay, this is the amount of time that I need to spend on this. Because honestly, I will keep going on a task. Like I was creating a crochet outfit the other day, and I said, okay, I'm gonna allot only 1 hour to do this, but I didn't put a timer on at that time, and I just kept going and kept going. And when I look up, it's been 3 hours later. Now, although I've been very well progressed with the outfit, I lost out on my sleep time because it's late at night, and we can't be losing out on our sleep time. So it's very good to keep that timer so that you can keep track of how much time you spend on different tasks, so you can be organized within your time. Being organized in a business is really, really good when it comes to time management. Like you have to manage your time and organize your time well so that you can be productive and advance in your business. And you reflect at the end of the week. If you do look at your iPhone, it gives you a report at the end of the week to tell you how much time you've been using on certain apps, doing certain things specifically on your phone that can help you digitally. But you can also reflect at the end of the week on ways that you can be more productive throughout the week according to how you spent your time. Another thing, this is very, very important, keeping a clean environment. So I can contest to this 100%. When I am in a junky, cluttered environment, I do not work well at all. I would like to say, like, it's so crazy because throughout my whole work life, I worked in a restaurant. I worked in a food service as a waitress, a bartender. I worked in many, many different jobs. And one thing I had to do was make sure my space was clean. Like that was really, really serious to me because if it was not clean, I would be very, very distracted and I wouldn't be focused on the job at hand. So organizing your office space, this makes the workflow more consistent. Keeping a clean environment is going to be good, not only for you being organized, but also good for your productivity. And I highlight this one to say, put items back where they belong. So I am a Jill of all trades. So like I said, in my business, I do fashion where I create custom designs, I create custom t-shirts. I do hair, I do all type of hairstyle, braids, wigs, weaves, natural hairstyle. I'm also a graphic designer. I also design my website. I do so many different things. So I usually might take something out, like I'll take some fabric out and I'll start sewing the fabric, and then I'll go to the next task where I start crocheting the hat, and then I go to the next task where I start braiding some hair, but I never put those things back when I finish. And then my environment becomes cluttered. So I think it's very, very important, and I'm stressed to still to put the items back where they belong, because decluttering your workspace is a crucial part of staying clean and staying organized. And we want to be clean. We know with the year that we had. So another thing that will help you be organized within your business is sorting through your emails. Now, this is a big one. This is the highlighted one. You see that little app right there with 267 unread emails. Mine, I'm embarrassed to say the number on mine. You know, mine look like the computer with all the mail falling out. Basically, we all use emails to communicate, and our inbox tends to become very unorganized, and to me, very overwhelming. Sorting through emails can avoid clutter in your inbox and help you find essential emails faster. I know you came to a point in time where you was looking for an email, and you could not find it. That's because your email inbox is so cluttered. So something that can help this is for you to create digital folders in your email to sort through emails, and pretty much all the major email sites have this where you can create digital folders within your email so that you can sort through personal, business, things of that nature. And apps that can help you with this is Clean Email. It can help you delete a number of apps at one time. Enroll Me is very, very crucial app that helps you with subscriptions. We all get those subscriptions. We always putting our email into something and getting those subscriptions, even within my business emails. Sometimes because I'm working on building my business credit, when I sign up with these different companies, I can get those emails, and I need to be unsubscribed to those. That's cluttering my stuff. It's not helping me to be organized at all. So that's a good app with that as well. This is the last thing when it comes to staying organized. Take a break for self-care. Boy, oh boy, it's very, very important. And I will not stress this enough. This is why I saved the best for last. Self-care is very important when it comes to being organized, because when you don't have that time for yourself, when you don't create that me time in your daily routine, it helps you to become unfocused, off a task, and very much unorganized. It's very important that we tend to our mind, body, and spirit on a daily basis, whether that be through exercise, eating right, yoga, getting enough water and hydration, meditation, or spiritual practices. All of these things are very, very important when it comes to being an entrepreneur, when it comes to being a big business owner. You have to take time for yourself. And one thing that is very, 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 very crucial when it comes to being organized is creating your absolute no list. So your absolute no list is a list of things that you will not do. You will not do it. Just like we create our to-do list for each and every day, we can have an absolute no list for each and every day. These are some things that I will not do today because this is not my focus for today. This is not going to help me be on task. It's not going to help me to be organized. This is not going to help me to continue to build the empire of that big business that I want to have. So those were 11 ways for you to organize your business in the best way. Like I said, that is it. I am Diamond Monet, the CEO of Monet Amour. Monet Amour is my brand. I also have several other businesses like Bad and Boozy, which is a bartending business, Skin by Lynn, which is a natural skincare business, Monet Cherie Athletics, which creates athletic wear for women. So I am I'm a businesswoman, but I'm focusing and highlighting my business of Monet Amour because it's very, very important that I continue to inspire women through fashion, hair, and beauty. This is my baby. I think it's very important that we as entrepreneurs continue to support one another and continue to implement these ways that is needed for us to stay organized, because this business right here, Monet Amour, will soon be a very, very big business. And it's really, really only going to be happening because I'm going to be organized, okay? Along with all these other things that you will be learning about in Mayhem in May. So thank you guys so much for your time. I really, really, really appreciate being called here today to talk to you guys about 11 ways to stay organized. I thank you so much. Have a great night.
Awesome. Awesome. Yes, that was very, 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 very good. Yeah. So thank you so much for sharing your 11 ways to stay organized. Now, I can only guess why it was 11, because I know a lot about this young lady. In fact, I gave her middle name, when she was born on the 11th of February. And a long time ago, I ain't gonna tell you age. But yeah, so I'm so proud of you. You did an amazing job. I am definitely gonna take some of those tips. I need to take them all because I certainly can use some of those things to become more organized and to stay organized in my daily practices as a businesswoman and entrepreneur as well. So kudos to you. Thank you so much for sharing with us on tonight for this Mayhem in May. And like I said
I'm
earlier,
so
when we started,
excited. Thank you for having me on Mayhem in May. I'm so excited.
You're gonna be excited. Go ahead.
I'm so excited to see the other speakers as well, to see what I can learn from them as well. But I'm very, very happy for this opportunity. My beautiful sister, Sharia Williams. Yes, my business is named after myself. So technically you named my business, which is great. Thank you so much.
Well, we just have a few questions for you before we let you go. So I'm going to start off with the questions, and what a delight it is. And so question number 1 is, when did you know that you wanted to become an entrepreneur?
Well, since the age of 5 years old. When I was 5, I knew within my heart that I would be a fashion designer, hairstylist, and an actress, okay? And all of those jobs is entrepreneurial jobs. Now, although I'm not in the entertainment world at this time, I have done a few acting gigs in the past. So basically, I'm living out my dreams, but I knew since I was 5 years old. I learned how to do hair when I was 3 years old. I started my hair business at 12 years old, and fast forward to 2016 is when I started creating fashion for people. But like I said, since 5 years old, I was creating clothing for my Barbie dolls, doing their hair and getting them prepared for their glamorous performances. Okay.
Awesome. And man, I didn't know you was doing all that stuff.
Yeah,
maybe you inspired. Maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. But let me just go ahead and ask you the next question. How did you get the idea for your business? You kind of alluded to that a little, but I want you to just go ahead and tell us right now, how did you get the idea for it?
That's a great question. That's an amazing question, because if we fast forward, I didn't get a legitimate business until 2020. Okay. So I basically got this idea because I knew these are the things that I was passionate about. I knew I was passionate about fashion. I knew I was passionate about hair and beauty. The reason why it took me a while to really step into my purpose and my passion is because I thought you had to go the traditional route of going to school, getting your bachelor's. And I studied psychology, which I still love as well, but I thought that's what I had to do. So when I seen so many people stepping out and living their dreams, those dreams that they dreamed from 5 years old, I knew that I can do it. And what inspired my name, because I came up with my name like almost a decade ago. My middle name is Monet. And I always thought Monet was just so nice and it's like a French origin, and amour means love in French. So I just put Monet and more together because everything I do it with love. I hand make every item, so I hand make them with love. And I think it's very important for me specifically to spread love. And I wanted something that had my name and love with it out there in the world for the people. Okay.
Awesome, for the people. Well, très bon, very good. And now I am going to go ahead and pass the mic to Mr. McFarland.
Diamond, listen.
Yay.
You don't know what you just did, but you preached today. Let me tell you something.
Okay, great.
Let me touch on one of the things that you talked about. Practice accountability. Let me tell you, if you're not holding yourself accountable, what are you doing? Holding yourself accountable will help you understand your strengths and your weaknesses. And it'll also help you understand, are you doing it for the passion or are you doing it for the money? Because then that will determine what time you wake up in the morning to get the job done. But I ain't gonna listen. We ain't gonna we ain't gonna go too much into that because you already preached, you already broke it down. I ain't gonna re-preach the preaching now. Like, we ain't gonna do that. So listen, I got 2 questions for you. First question is, as an entrepreneur, what motivates you?
So, okay, so this is a great question. The reason, let me be real. Let me be transparent, you guys. So over the last couple of months, I haven't been that much motivated, to be honest. Like, I've lacked motivation when it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to advancing within my business. I felt a little discouraged, you know? And I had a lot of other things going on, personal things that has helped me, that has hindered me with that, So basically, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Well, the question was, who motivates you?
Okay, so basically, when I come back to it, with me not being motivated, I was still doing things anyway. So my motivation, even though I felt like I wasn't motivated, my motivation comes from God, number 1, and number 2 comes from a child. Because like I say, I spend every day, all day with my child. So I gotta get him to this point. I gotta get him to learning these things. I gotta get him to have these things. I gotta get him in these new environments. I had to take him to these places. So in order for me to do that, I have to work. So that will help me to stay motivated. And also just me being passionate about my business, about what I do. So I'm very, very passionate about doing here because like I said, I've been doing this since 3 years old and doing it on other people since 12. So I'm 30 years old now. So this has been almost 30 years in the game. That's my passion. I have a passion for fashion. I've been creating my Barbie doll clothes since 5 years old, 25 years in the game. This is my passion. So these things, just to see my dreams come to light, that helps me to stay motivated. And also when in those times where I don't feel motivated, I do it anyway.
Love it. And I love the transparency because not too many people can be transparent.
Yes.
To own up to, their own motivation. So thank you for that. So my last question for you today is, who do you look towards for advice? Everybody has a sensei. Everybody got a Yoda. So who is your Yoda?
So it's really crazy because, well, the person I look to for advice, to be honest, is my sister, Sharia Williams, and she's on this live right now. So I look to her because I really look up to her as a woman, as an entrepreneur, as a mother, as a spiritual woman in every single way. So I see the way that she has managed her life and the things that she has accomplished, the things that she has gone through and overcame. And so I go to her because I know she has that experience. I know that she's going to lead me in the right path. I know she's going to motivate me. So that's the person that I specifically go to. But aside from my sister, it's God.
I love it. So somebody go ahead and give Sharia some tissue. She blinking a little bit too much over there. She probably or whatnot. But listen, I ain't gonna hold you up. Diamond, I thoroughly enjoyed you, and I thank you for coming on Mayhem and May.
Yes, thank you.
Pass the mic to my brother, Forbes magazine himself, Dr. Casual Pitts.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Diamond. Listen, when I tell you amazing advice, you dropped some great gems, gave some good nuggets in regards of staying organized. Like I stated at the beginning, this is a special topic for me. I love this portion. My life has to be organized. I have a multitude of a team that helps me stay organized. That's how important it is to me. So I too have a few questions for you, a couple questions for you.
Yes.
The first question is, what has been your most significant achievement?
For me, I think my most significant achievement would have been me creating within my business is me creating a collection. So I created my first collection. I did the marketing, the campaigns, photo shoot. I basically did the whole thing. And that was such an accomplishment for me because I didn't think I could do it. I created lingerie. So I create all types of clothing, but I've never created lingerie before. And for me to execute that and see the smiles on the models and see the smiles on the people's faces that actually ordered from me, and to know how much they loved it, that was an amazing accomplishment for me because that was something that I was afraid to even try to do. And I did it, and I think I excelled. So that was amazing.
Absolutely. Last question. What goals are you still working towards achieving for the year of 2022?
So for the year, number one, I would like to become a millionaire. That's my number one goal for the year of 2022. Honestly, my number one goal is to also stay organized. This was a perfect topic, and I picked this topic because it's in alignment with my goals for 2022. Like I said, I'm getting into more business endeavors, which means I have to be even more organized than before. So that's another goal. As far as besides the money goals, and this one, and more personal goal is to me just to be my authentic self. I really set that as a goal in the beginning of the year for me to just be who I am. Don't be afraid to be who I am. Don't be afraid to spread my light onto the people. Don't be afraid and just be me. So that's one of my number one goals as well.
Absolutely. Well, Diamond, it has been a pleasure to have you on Mayhem and May.
Hey.
We appreciate you so much. Do us a favor before we let you go. Can you just let everybody know how can they stay connected to you? How do they reach out to you? How do they support you? How do they be a part of Diamond's world?
Okay, so it's very, very simple. You can find me on all social media. So I'm on Facebook. You can look up my brand, Monet Amour, MonetAmour, and it's spelled the same on all social medias. So on Instagram, I'm Monet Amour. Twitter, Monet Amour _. And you also can follow my personal page, which is Diamond Monet. You'll see me with my own outfits on, looking good, okay? But also shoot me an email. I like to converse via email. My email is moneyamour.designs@gmail.com. So you can shoot me an email as well. Shoot me a DM. I like to talk to people. I'm not shy to meeting new people. So yes, please connect with me. I look forward to talking to you guys.
Absolutely. Well, again, Diamond, we thank you and we appreciate you for your time. Jonathan and Sharia, thank you guys for being present on this amazing Mayhem in May. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the very end. We hate to see our speakers and our hosts go. However, this is the time where we say farewell. My name is Dr. Casual Pitts, and I am excited for the next Mayhem and May speaker. And as you guys already know my quote, coming together is the beginning, sticking together is progress, but working together is success. We'll see you guys next on the Mayhem and May.